Hi, this is Dan Howard from the Senior Home Safety Network. This is an inspection that a couple are looking to know what they can, should do, what they need to do for their 5-year plan. And there are going to be some minor things we'll talk about outside here. And of course, most certainly there's things inside, but this is kind of a view of the purpose of this whole event. If you look at the driveway, though it's a very good asphalt driveway, there's some major cracks. And if they're looking to sell the home in 5 years, actually filling them in this time period is a significant maintenance issue they can do at little cost and little effort. They have patio stone walkway, and again, with very little effort, this could be reset in a mixture of sand and dry cement and made to be more level. One of the things that is more of interest in the type of thing that we want to identify today, the electrical exterior meter looks pretty good at first glance until you look behind it and see that actually the fasteners back in there have broken off. The meter's out of plumb and true, and water can get behind it. And of course, as we look, we see the beginnings of rust. 5 years from now, what's a minor thing of reattaching that particular meter could turn into a major event. Also, they've been using bark mulch for the perimeter landscape, which is absolutely nice looking when it's put down, but a great invitation to carpenter ants. As we come to the front porch, notice the high step up. For very little work, labor, or expense, as those patio stones are reset, that area could be slightly sloped up and made to be a step appropriate for walking in the front door of the home. And needless to say, as we age, those high steps can be an absolute killer. We come around the side, and looking at the chimney, we're getting some moisture in around the overhang. And when we go up on top, we'll take a look at why that's occurring. They've built a exterior enclosed area on the porch, and again, for very little money, it can either be painted or covered with coil stock, much as the rest of the house. The small amount of exposed wood can lead to issues down the road. As we look at the shingles, you can see that a number of them are lifted up. Pretty simple solution now. As they lift, if we remove those nails that are extruding and making that happen, they'll end up not having an issue of leaks in 5 years whenever they finally decide to sell. Now again, we were looking at water coming around this particular chimney, and if we come over to this corner, flashings lifted, water's allowed to go back in behind there, and again, for an hour or two's repair tops, this could be corrected. It seems that the garage wasn't quite well flashed into the roof of the home. And first clue of that was, of course, all the moss growing. That's not the problem. Moss growing isn't the problem. It's the fact that moisture is getting in this area under that lifted flashing and going into the overhang, and can cause rot, damage, and is the type of place where you'll end up having carpenter ants nesting or other wood-destroying insects. For, again, less than an hour's labor, this situation can be corrected. So outside, we have a number of tasks, none of which are very big, that actually can save them major expense down the road or major issues when they go to sell the home. Dan Howard here for the Seniors Home Safety Network. We're going to go inside and take a look.